or to write. Those are just two subject areas which I was pretty much good at, right? Math wasn't my strong suit. So reading and writing definitely was something that I could just gravitate to, and also excel when it came down to that. So when there was an opening, I said, okay, let me apply for the position. I was hired in 2010. It was November the 10th. I remember the date. So I worked for about 2 years as the library assistant. However, I wanted a career. And at the time, the director of library services mentioned that in order to become a librarian, you had to go to grad school to earn your master's in library information studies. And I was a little hesitant at first. I said, well, I have to go back to school to become a librarian, but I'm glad I did because that gives you that the career standing.
That's right.
And I finished up at the University of North Carolina in Greensboro in 2014.
Good.
While there, I was A Scholars. That program was, pretty much instrumental in bringing a lot of minorities into the field. There's a dearth of minorities in librarianship, as you pretty much know. But that program did its best as far as to bring in a crop of librarians to add to the percentage of those who were credentialed as far as minorities are concerned.
Wonderful. Now talk to us a little bit about what you do here at Livingstone College. There's so many things that you do.
Yes, I have a great director who I work with, Mrs. Laura Johnson. She's the director of library services. I have a great staff as well. I just want to also, thank her for giving me the opportunity to excel outside of the library. There are some opportunities that I've had that I've taken on, which, had I not had her support, I would not have been able to complete. Such as Leadership Rowan through the Rowan Chamber of Commerce. I was able to finish that program.
Wonderful.
Several fellowships within librarianship as well that I've been able to complete through the HBCU Library Alliance. But she's been instrumental in kind of, pushing me in that direction to always, continue to stick with lifelong learning and also continue to enhance yourself professionally from a professional development perspective.
Yes, I love that you talk about Miss Laura Johnson. She's absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And it means so much to have a supervisor who supports and encourages you. So glad that you have that in
Yes.
her. Very good. And you also work with our seniors. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I've been a senior class advisor since 2015. During that time period, Dr. Carolyn Duncan was the VP of Academic Affairs. She wanted to make a change as far as senior class advisors, so she talked to Ms. Johnson and myself about taking on that role. At first, we had no idea what that would entail, but I would say after a year or so, we became more accustomed to what we had to do as far as to help those seniors meet those graduation requirements. And going on 10 years now, looking back on it, that's been a great experience as well. And that all ties into professional development, but also there's a sense of pride and commitment, knowing that I've graduated from Livingstone College, and I get to see another group of students matriculate, reach their goal of graduation, which I did in 2008. So there's nostalgia there, there's pride, there's commitment, and there's just a longing to see others succeed from the same institution that I've had a chance to go through.
Yes, and I love the impact that you have on our senior students. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
that
Thank
they
you
will
so
never
much.
forget you.
Thank
That
you
means
so much.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about, okay, wait, can we stop? I forgot my question.
No, just keep
I didn't know
going.
how to edit it.
Yes, just keep going.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Everything was going so good.
Just keep going.
I'm sorry, he's gonna edit this part out. I forgot my question. It was going so good, I ruined it.
No, you're great. You're great.
If that happens again, just ask another question.
I know, I couldn't think of anything. Oh, okay, I'm ready. I'm sorry. Go. Alright. Can you share with us anything that our alumni can do to assist you in the work that you do here at Livingstone College?
Yeah, if there's any ideas that you have for certain exhibits that you would like to see in the library, we're always open to input. Right now, we have an exhibit. Mr. Jeffrey Cockrell, who's our reference and instructional librarian. We're working on an exhibit for the first HBCU college football game that was held here. And at the time, it was Biddle University, now Johnson C. Smith. So we're doing an exhibit on that first game. It's important for Black college football to know where the first game was played at. And also those two schools who played against each other and their impact as far as on HBCU college football today. So we're doing an exhibit on that. But as far as what alums can do, just reach out to us. Continue to support the library. Give us ideas. We're open to any suggestions that you have as far as information that we would like to put on display. You can help with that.
Very good. And share with us, we had a lot of alumni visit the exhibits during our Stonecoming 2024, and
Yes.
so we were excited to see them in the library during that time.
Yes, so currently we have 3 exhibits on display. The first exhibit, which was on display, is called Strange Fruit. Many of you are familiar with the song by Billie Holiday. However, the painting was done by Donna Savalovic out of Rutherford County, North Carolina. That's an original painting that she actually dedicated to house permanently in the Andrew Carnegie Library, which was great. You know, at the time when she gave it to us, you know, she didn't know if we were going to keep it for an extended period or how long, but, you know, eventually they came around to giving it to us on a permanent basis. So we're very grateful for her and her family for doing that. And also, whenever we do have certain exhibits that open, the community, they're welcome to come in. And that's not just the Salisbury community, of course, but the campus community and whoever else may have had a part in, you know, bringing that exhibit to the library through the communication effort. So that's one. Also, we have a Reverend Dr. Anthony Spearman collection, which was recently dedicated as well. His wife, Mrs. Janice Spearman, was on campus along with her son. Fellow members through the AME Zion Church also came, you know, just to celebrate his legacy and what he was able to do for not only the AME Zion Church, but also Livingstone College to the NAACP. He was an activist in his own right. So we have that exhibit. And then lastly is the James G. Peeler collection. A photographer by the name of James G. Peeler photographed a lot around Charlotte, North Carolina in the I would say 1950s or so. So a half a century of documentation through photographs is what that exhibit showcases. So all the pictures that are housed there are originals that were taken by him at some point, you know, in the Charlotte community. So these are exhibits we're just happy to have on campus, and it just shows you the possibility of learning and what the library can do as far as just, you know, welcoming people in to learn more about their culture and the community.
Awesome. Yes. So our alumni are always welcome to the library to view our exhibits. And so we'll end with having Mr. Hill share one thing that maybe people don't know about you. What's a fun fact?
Fun fact, I would say I'm a movie buff. I love movies. I just love like the art of making films, you know. So that's pretty much a fun fact about me. I love horror films too. So that's a fun fact.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me too.
We are so grateful to have Mr. Hill here. He is absolutely amazing. He has a wonderful impact on our students, and he's doing great work in the library. And I can say that I'm grateful for Mr. Hill because he has been consistent as an alumni of giving his time, talent, and treasure to Livingstone College. Thank you so much for viewing our Livingstone College Alumni Podcast Series. Thank you.